Okay, everyone, hope you're all well, hope you're all safe. Today we're going to look at themes, motifs, and symbols in part 3. So in today's lesson, we're looking at the ways we can demonstrate critical understanding of the various ways in which readers construct meaning. So our objectives, we're going to define themes, motifs, and symbols firstly. And then we're going to find some examples of themes, motifs, and symbols in part 3. So for this, you're going to need The Quiet American, you're going to need Paradise of the Blind. HL students, you're also going to need Antigone. And our key concepts, remember, we're linking this with our criterion C, which is understanding the use and effects of stylistic features, themes, motifs, and symbols. So what is a theme? Let's start with the theme. So a theme is a central idea or message that is interwoven throughout the novel. For example, engagement and neutrality in The Quiet American. So Fowler originally claims that he's neutral, that he's not going to involve himself in the political situation in Vietnam. And this is contrasted with Pyle, who actively involves himself in the political situation. And he's inspired by York Harding's books. So while sort of Fowler is pragmatic, Pyle is very idealistic. But as the novel develops, we know that Fowler moves away from neutrality. He actively involves himself in Pyle's death. Okay. And so the response of the reader is we feel a lot more empathy towards Fowler at first, because Pyle is so idealistic, he's so brash. But as Fowler becomes more involved, we realize how hypocritical he is. What is a motif? So a motif is an image, a sound, action, or other figure that has symbolic significance, and it contributes towards the development of a theme. That's really important. A motif tend to be recurring. For example, religion. All of the major characters have some religion, with the exception of Fowler. Remember, he claims to be atheist. And this is despite the fact he's obviously officially Catholic, because he's married to a Catholic. Whereas Pyle is a Christian, and he doesn't understand why Fowler is so pessimistic about life and what's happening in Vietnam. And for Fowler to be an atheist, I think it really fits in with his view of being neutral and detached. The more we learn about Fowler's marriage, I think as a reader, the more we realize that he must be Catholic, and so he's sort of being hypocritical, and also we understand how important it is for him to ask for a divorce, because obviously in Catholicism, divorce is a taboo. And lastly, but not least, symbols. So a symbol is an idea or an image or a sound or a word that represents something else, like a motif, but it helps us to understand an idea or a thing. So symbols don't have to be connected to a theme, unlike a motif. And they often only appear once or twice. So for example, the dice game, 4, 5, 20 et 1, which symbolizes the gambles that all the characters take during the novel and in their lives. You know, when Fowler and Vigo play it, and they're sort of discussing Pascal's wager, and you know, all the characters gamble. At some point, Fowler gambles his relationship with Fong, and indeed his civil liberty, by getting involved in Pyle's death. So what I want you to do now is go onto the Google document that I've created for each of you, and fill in an example of a theme, motif, and symbol for each work. So HL students, we're going to work on Antigone later, so don't worry about Antigone for now. Take your time with this. The deadline is going to be the end of Monday's lesson, Monday the 30th, so next Monday. Because remember, Wednesday is a holiday, so we only have one HL/SL lesson. And I'll add in comments via Google Classroom during the lessons, and I can be reached by email or Google Hangouts. So good luck.